Hello, I'm Carl Stabe, and today I've got Bobby Powers. I'm gonna try that again. I got tongue-tied. Hello, I'm Carl Stabe, and today I have Bobby Powers with me. He's a leadership coach and trainer. All right, Bobby, we already just did the interview, so now what is your 5-minute system?
Yeah, for sure. So we actually went out and we gathered productivity tips and systems for communication and internal efficiency from all of our managers. And so I went and I asked each different manager across our US teams, what is something that you use to be more productive and efficient?
Hmm.
And I got all these different insights back from people. So things like the system that they use for taking client notes, the system that they use for organizing their internal emails, the system they use for running meetings. And I put all those together into a training that we did for our new hires that we called 45 productivity tips and tricks. And this was one of my favorite trainings we've ever done because it was a chance for us to go and basically open up the covers and share all this insight from different managers across the company and say, this is what's working for all of these different people. And I don't care which ones you use. I don't know what will work with your workflow and your system, but I'm going to give you 45 different ways of doing it. And some of them were even mutually exclusive. Like Tiffany does it this way, and then Erica does it this way, and Bobby does it this way. And here are three different ways that you could do this thing, such as organizing your email, for instance. And so
Mhm.
we shared those 45 different things. And then we ask all of our new hires to go and think about which ones of these tips would work best within your workflow. Because again, everyone's workflow is different. I can't tell you what will work for you. You know best. But we ask people go and try out a few of these things and see what works naturally. We've also incorporated this training recording into our new hire training. So forever after from here, all the new hires that start out at our company can find this training and they can come up with their own systems, their own organization and tips. So I loved this because it was a way of crowdsourcing insights. We
Mhm.
shared stories, examples, screenshots directly from these managers of how they use these different systems and tools. And then we let people freely choose. How do you want to do this? You get to choose the way that works for you. So that was one of my favorite things that we've done recently.
I love that. And I love that you're using that for future trainings because I think this is where, I'm even if I watch it, I might want to go rewatch something. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm still struggling. And I remember, someone how they process email or how they ran meetings. I want to be better at that. So you can go back and watch it again and be like, oh, yeah. Because I think so much of what we do, we forget. We're human.
Yeah.
So we try all these things. Some work well, some don't. And then we come full circle back a month later and we're like, let's try that again. I think that's brilliant. I think more companies need to crowdsource what their people have, the knowledge that they have, because you can read a book from, Tim Ferriss or something like that, but not a lot of that's applicable inside of a large organization, right? So you have to have these things that work well for the systems that you have internally.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and if I was just to give that training of this is how I do things, that would have fallen flat because I'm just one person, you're just one person. Our systems that we use work for us individually. And I can tell you, I've been refining my own systems for this stuff for years and years. It works well for Bobby, but it's not going to work necessarily for anybody else the same way. So I
Mhm.
think there's a power in leveraging the best ideas from all of your best people and figuring out a way to spotlight that across the organization.
Brilliant. Love it. That's a perfect 5-minute system segment. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Carl.